Hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight's Chat with Kat session where I can gladly answer questions that you have about anything really. Oops, I'm having a hard time. Let me just pull aside here and light this guy better up. And I'm going to be drawing love and romance cards tonight because that's what I feel like is a great call for the weekend. So hold on for just a second. There we go. And so here we have, it's a little bit of a fire, right? What we need is to light that flame. Let the flame grow when we have the desire to have greater connection. Yes, of course, love and romance is awesome, but it's also terrific to feel loved by your neighbors, by your people you work with, and by anybody that you happen to run into. So we are opening ourselves up to love messages tonight, open and available to get that little piece of wisdom that might draw you into a better appreciation for who you are and what you're doing to try to be your best self. Because isn't it true that when it comes time for you to have your love match, whether you have met them yet or not, is that you want to have an ease and flow and you don't want it to be difficult. I don't blame you, okay? So my life is better with you in it, and I want you to believe that there are countless people who believe this about you. They may not tell you enough. They may treat you, well, they may tease you. They might be sarcastic with you, but that's only because life is better with you. So let's step into the cards tonight. I'm Catherine. This is Fish Out of Water Tarot, and you are welcome to email me if you have any questions. And tonight we're using the Lover's Path Tarot. All right, and I will pull cards for the collective and just for people who are watching. But if you would like to have your personal card drawn tonight, I would love to do that. All you have to do is just add a comment. You may have a question, or you may just tell me where you're from or say hello. And if you're first time here, I'm glad to meet you. And for those of you who are returning, I'm glad to see you again. Okay, so let's do one more ruffle. And just hold in your mind the idea of love and romance. What comes up first for you? Okay. So how it goes is I'm just going to put some of my healing, these crystals, the stars are all about healing. And isn't it true that when it comes to love, it seems we're always needing to get healed from something, some broken heart. Okay, so let's draw our first card. In the love and romance arena, what do we have? Hi, Minar. If Libra and Aries are meant to be, okay, well, let me read this card for the collective, and then I'll draw a card for you, okay, Minar? All right, so what we have for the collective, so this is how we're starting tonight. I couldn't be more delighted. Thank you for the thumbs up, because you guys know I work for free, except for your tips, which are the thumbs up. But our theme for the evening is fresh starts, okay? So when we're looking at this card, the Ace of Coins, the Ace of Pentacles, people often think that that's just about money, and certainly it does include money. But the Pentacles suit, the coins, also have to do with our relationships. The cups, of course, signify the emotional part of relationships, but the getting along, being together, working out your differences, finding the common ground, all of that is the workings of a relationship, and that is the Pentacle suit. Hi, Maximilian. How do you say that? Maximiliano. Ooh, love that. So I'm excited because I think tonight the universe is definitely asking all of us to go to an Ace of Coins level. What can you start growing from today when it comes to love and romance? Do you need to get closer to your partner, or do you need to start again? What is this new beginning? So Maximiliano, this is an interesting card for you in this reading, because tonight the theme is love and romance. But did you guys know that there's a very warm, coupling, a togetherness that happens on your job also. So for sure, we can draw you a card, Maximiliano, using the theme of love as your employment, because we do want to feel respected and like we're getting a fair wage, and we want to be respected and cared for at work. And that is a loving relationship of sorts. So we will touch base with that. But first, we have Manar. So Libra and Aries. I am not an astrologer, but I will tell you that having Libra and Aries being Libra is an air sign, Aries is a fire sign. So those two signs can go together, because if you think about it, do you know what a bellows is? It's that there's a it looks like an accordion, and you can operate it with your hands, and it blows air at a fire. Why? It makes it burn hotter. So there is that potential that those two signs can go together. Now, I will tell you, there's a man on YouTube called The Astrology Guy, and he's got great 15, 20-minute videos on whether the signs are compatible or not, Manar. Okay? But let's draw a card here and see if your particular Libra and Aries, what is the message for you? Okay, let's see. Oh, Queen of Coins. So this is a very positive card. This is showing us, how can I say this? Competent, like there's skill to conduct a proper relationship here between this Libra and Aries. The card itself, the fact that it's a queen, doesn't really indicate the gender. It's just showing that in this couple, there is enough maturity to make it work. Remember that when you have signs like fire and air, there's obviously going to be some very different needs and desires in that couple. But this card does indicate that it's worth working on for sure. Okay. Like I said, if you go to theastrologyguy.com, he's got excellent material, and you can also I've used it myself, where go to Google and write in there like Libra man and Aries woman, or whatever would be your partnership. And there'll be blog posts that will tell you exactly what the challenges and the joys are about mixing together an air sign and a fire sign. Okay? So that's a yes. I mean, that's a positive. You may need to work at it to make it really be juicy, but is definitely possible. Okay, so now Maximiliano. Hey, Mr. Sandman. Who am I talking about? I am talking. I was doing that reading for Manar, and so Maximiliano. Okay, so your work is not fulfilling you, and part of that probably has to do with the people. You're so welcome, Manar. Probably part of that has to do with the people there and the lack of connection. It can be very lonely sometimes at work when you feel disconnected. And then if you're not feeling respected, or if the pay is low, it can be very difficult. So what we're seeing here is that you desire to change your work. So let's see what the cards have to say for you, Maximiliano. Hi, Erin. Okay. And we have the Three of Coins. So this is, I love this. Now, I have noticed that we have picked all coins so far in this reading. So there is an element of prosperity and wealth that is coming through the cards tonight. Hi, Christine, welcome. And so this is a collaboration card. This is a sign of teamwork and people working well together. So for you, Maximiliano, I think that you have a desire to be connected to a group of people at work, that you want to be part of something that's collaborative, that you're working on something together, and that there is what I can do from my own life to try to encourage you is this. If you can, And I know it might be really hard, Maximiliano, but if you can find a few things to be grateful for, appreciate, even if it's the tiniest thing. And when you're at work, even though it's difficult, to just be grateful, grateful that you do have a job, grateful that the roof doesn't leak, grateful that you've met some people there that are fun to be with. What I have found when people are looking to change jobs is that if they are very disturbed by their current work and all they do is complain about it, guess what happens? You might find yourself in the same kind of position when you go to your next job. Now, I can't explain why that happens, but it has happened to lots of people. So be sure to keep your heart open and appreciative as you go through this. And there's an affirmation, there's two pieces of advice I have for you. One, you want to be able to say every day, today I am one day closer to my new position. Today, I am one day closer to my new job. That's such a comforting thing to say to your own self. And the second thing is, in the description box, there's something called the Magical Money Machine. And check it out. It's just a tool to help you detach from some of the uglier experiences that you're having right now. It's a place where you can complain legitimately because it transforms your thoughts and takes them away so that they're not bothering you. Okay? But it does show me that you're not exactly where you want to be, but you are, that what you're holding in your heart for yourself is absolutely valid. And I believe in your next job, you're going to feel a little bit more supported. Okay? So, Mr. Sandman, would you like me to draw you a card? Who else is here? Okay, and Aaron, when you guys show up, Mr. Sandman, I know this wasn't popular for this. Songs like Fire Racer, God's Shepherd, they're gone. Okay, that's such an interesting question. And what I love about it is how your art, what you do for your art is so intimate, isn't it? And I feel like artists are very, very brave. When I watch a show like The Voice, I love The Voice, because those people get up there, they sing their hearts out, the judges' backs are turned, and they take a risk on their skill. So these musicians that you're asking me about, it's like their blood, sweat, and tears right out in public, right? And so I think that's a perfect avenue for a love card because their love for what they do is carrying them forward. What will happen as the world hears their music, that's a mystery, right? Well, let's draw a card and see what we have. And we have the Queen of Wands. So the Queen, well, it says staves on here. It doesn't, yes. So this is a card of accomplishment, creativity, power, fire. The wands are the suit of fire, and fire is passion. The Queen of Wands is a manifester. Her energy backs up the advancement in careers and in love. So, for this card to come out with your question, I would say there's a very good chance that their influence will grow. And so, what I'm wondering is it what is their heart? Is their heart to touch people's hearts? Is their heart to become wealthy? Is their heart to become famous? I think that with the musicians, whatever it is they put the most focus on and where they feel their purpose is calling them is the path to their success. Okay, very interesting question. Thank you for it. Wonderful. Okay, so let's go here. Thank you for being here. I'm Catherine. This is Fish Out of Water Tarot. I'm taking a sip. This is where my goal is to help people feel more comfortable in their own skin, to be able to accept themselves even though they might be a little bit unusual or quirky. You'll feel right at home here. Okay, so who do we have next? Mehak? Will Ayush come back to me? Will he contact me anytime sooner? Can you please tell me? Absolutely, I would love to. So everybody that's listening, we'll all just join. Take a breath. And just being grateful to the divine for being here with us tonight and helping us with these readings. If you are enjoying them, please do hit the thumbs up. And I thank you for following me. I appreciate your company this Friday evening. So we have for Mehak. Will Ayush come back? What is it that that Mehak needs to know? Okay, let's take a look. And whoopsie. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Oh. And we have temptation. Ooh. Let's look at that. Okay. It shows, okay, so if we go right off the temptation alone, it would appear that temptation has been a part of your energy. And when you're asking me about the situation, I'm just wondering if there's been what they say, like a wandering eye. Does one of the both of you feel that the other is cheating or the other is not interested in a commitment? Okay, so it does show that there's some immaturity here and that one or both of you is not ready to be fully committed. And that's good. I am very aware tonight of how difficult it is to know when a relationship should end and you should move on. Because if you deeply care for the person, it can be hard to know what is the right thing to do. With this card, I would say this is like that yellow light. This is warning that you keep your head straight on your shoulders. Don't allow anything to pull you out of what you really, really want. One time, there was a friend of mine who was dating a person who was what you call a social butterfly. He was very charming, charismatic, good looking, and whenever they went to a party, they would split at the door. She would go her way, he would go his way, and he flirted his way all through the party. And women love his company, and she watched from far. And I said, "Well, isn't that hard for you to watch? Don't you think that your partner will be tempted by some of those people?" And my friend said, "Absolutely not. I know he's coming home with me, and I don't care what he does at the party." So that takes a lot of courage, and it's also clarity, because that kind of relationship wouldn't work for everybody. Some people are not comfortable if their partner is openly friendly and flirty on a social occasion. So I just think that's part of this energy. And maybe one or both of you, it is like very charismatic. It's very easy for them to be out social. The other one of you is a bit more shy. And it may work, but it's going to take some time and some communication. Okay? So I would say, Mihak, that it's kind of up to you, because you need to decide what is your ideal partner. I would suggest get a piece of paper and to write down what it is that you want, really, and look at it when it comes to a partner. I want to be treated like this. I love that question, Mr. Sandman. I want to be treated like this. I want to have these freedoms. I want to have these children. I want to live in this city. Write all that down and then check and see if Ayush matches that, because you make it your answer right there. Okay, what are your feelings about me? What is whose feelings about you, Tubilik? And will I ever be a millionaire? Do you want to be a millionaire? Who doesn't, right? Okay, so let's pull a card for what are your feelings about me? Oh, I see. Just what do the cards have to say to you, Tubilik? Let's see. What is the message for Tubilik? Thank you for hitting the thumbs up, you guys. If you're enjoying the readings, I appreciate it. Okay, let's take a look. And we have the Eight of Cups. So let's take a look at this card carefully. Let me just look at it aside first. Okay, so as you look at this card, it looks like you're in a position of walking away from someone, that there has been a breakup of some kind. And this could be both in a love relationship, it could also be about work, and it could also be about family or friends. But this energy shows that something needs to change. And the only way it's going to change is if you turn away from it and walk on. Okay. And I hope that's resonant for you. If you need more information, you can always email me and I can direct you. But at this point, it looks like there's something that you need to walk away from, and it will definitely benefit you. It could be a bad habit. It could be, um, it could be even that you're watching too many tarot readings. But something that you're doing is pulling your attention away from what you want. All right? Interesting. Now, you guys, on during the day, Monday through Friday, I do pick a card readings where I pull several cards. Tonight, the evening readings are all about just one card readings so that I can chit chat with you guys and get to know you a little bit. But one card doesn't tell too much, does it? Just a sampling. So next we have Mr. Sandman. Will he ever be, he or she, put my hand right in the candle. Will I ever be a millionaire? You remind me of a friend of mine, Mr. Sandman. Okay, let's see. And we have the Nine of Wands. Okay, let me take a peek at it. Okay, so this card indicates a burden. Okay, so that is my question to you, Mr. Sandman. Are you willing to carry the burden of being that wealthy? What is it in the lifestyle of a millionaire that you may be intimidated about? I think part of accumulating great wealth depends a lot on being in the right place at the right time. It depends on what kind of work you do, where you live. There's so many factors. But I would say that what you're not seeing is there is a part of your personality that feels burdened. And the thought of being a millionaire is feeling burdensome to part of you. And you might say, oh, no, because if I had $1 million, I would have no burdens. But I'm saying that there's a part of you that is intimidated by the burden of it. So if you go to the description box, Mr. Sandman, there's something, land and a community on it. Right. There's a tool in the description box. It's called the Magical Money Machine. And what you can, it's a detachment device where you can write in any fearful experiences, any hurt feelings that you've had about money, any, sometimes when we're raised, and we're not millionaires when we're raised, we can have prejudiced feelings about millionaires. We can be judgy of them because they do things in their own way. So I would use that. And then also there's who do I want to suggest? Michael Seeley is a hypnotist online. I love his things. And he has a 90-minute meditation on wealth and abundance, and it is wonderful. So, Mr. Sandman, I would go over there. It's Michael, and the last name is Sealey, because I think you'll really enjoy it. And I would love that for you. Now, the idea of having a land with a community on it, that could have a lot of problems. Who's going to live there? What about the plumbing? What about the electricians? What about all of that? So be sure to look into all the details as you make your plan going forward, okay? And next we have Marion. Hi, Marion. Look at your cute little face in there. It's nice to meet you. Let me grab a sip of my drink. I am so glad to see you guys tonight, Friday night. It's date night, and you guys are here with me. So let's see, Marion. Oops, let's take a peek. That's Murphy. Murphy the Wonder Dog. Hi, Marion. I'm just peeking, see if... Oh, somebody's outside my door, that's why Murphy's barking. Okay, so let's pick this card for you, Marion. Oh, the Queen of Cups. So in this particular um, deck, Murphy's so noisy, sorry about that. But this is showing me that you carry the energy of the Queen of Cups, and that is someone who wants to help everyone. They have such a heart. Hey, Lighting. Thank you, Lotus. I don't know if I want to call you Lighting or Lotus. I might call you Lotus, but thank you for visiting. But Marianne, this card is your heart. You have a heart, a tender heart for people, and you really enjoy people. But there's a little tiny warning with this card, and that is that sometimes you can care for everybody else more than you care for yourself. Often this is a card that calls you out a little bit. Are you eating right? Are you getting enough rest? Are you taking care of others more carefully than you take care of yourself? So that is what's striking me. And also, can you see the full moon there? We are having a full moon on Sunday, and the full moons are all about releasing things. So you may want to make a list of some of the habits that you have that just wear you out and you get tired and you're willing to give up, Murphy, please, you're willing to give up some of the things that you're doing right now that are just not very good self-care, okay? Good grief, that doggy of mine. Okay, hold on for a second. I'm just going to close my door. There. Okay, the next thing that will happen, he will be scratching at my door. Oh, Marianne, I'm so glad you could relate to that. It's such a beautiful card, isn't it? Oh, thank you, Lotus. It is a beautiful card, and it's just, I can feel your energy through this. There's a sweetness about your personality, and it's just important that you take care. It's like in the airlines where they say, put your seatbelt on, or do use the oxygen first. You know, don't give your oxygen to somebody else, right? Okay, so let's see where we are. We have Nicholas, and okay, Nicholas, what about me? I don't usually come in here. Oh, okay. Well, I love God, and I was a Bible study teacher for many years. So I'm totally respectful of all faiths and religions. And so, Nicholas, the fact that you popped in here tonight, and we're talking about love and romance, let's draw you a card. And thank you for just being curious. I appreciate that. And your card is the Seven of Cups. So this is the card that sometimes we call spoiled for choice. So what's happening in around you right now, I bet that you'll know exactly what this is about, but there's something facing you where you have to choose. And you may have more than one really great choice, but each of them is going to demand some adjustment, each choice, and there's no right or wrong here. Part of what we want to do as we change and as we transition is simply see the things that we don't need anymore. In fact, there's a Bible scripture about that, isn't there? About something about leaving the childish things behind. So I feel you're kind of at a fork in the road. I did do a reading about forks in the road this morning. It's a very good reading. It's only about 30 minutes, but if you find yourself at a fork in the road, you might want to check that out. But write a list down of all your choices right now. What's facing you? And then just go through the list and prayerfully consider which one seems like the best one. Now, this particular cup right there, the mystery cup, we don't know what's under there. The rest of them all represent something that is important in your life right now. And I feel like God is calling you to make a choice and take action toward it. Don't let yourself get distracted or they say twiddling your thumbs. Do you know what that, when you twiddle your thumbs, where you go like this? You know, I haven't thought of that in years, but you're bored and you're just twiddling your thumbs. You don't want to waste your energy. You want to make your choice and make it happen. Okay, Nicholas? I'm glad you stopped by. Oops. Let's see. And Lotus, Miriam. Excellent. You're a heart transplant? Oh, Marion, gosh. Put your Oh, Nicholas, bless your heart for even saying that. But I love that card. Oh my gosh, Nicholas, that's so great. Listen, check out the reading I did this morning. It's right there under the live. Go to the community and just tap live. And the reading I did about fork in the road, I think it will be really good for you. Because part of why it's hard to make choices is just being too perfectionistic. And laziness, it goes with that because making an error can be more punishing than not acting. Okay. So, let's see, let's go back here. Where am I? Oh yeah, so Marion, bless your heart. Isn't that amazing that your life can be stretched out with that somebody else's heart? That's such a blessing. I personally have a similar situation I don't talk about, but it's the idea where your life started out one way and then because of a major surgery it ends up in another way, but you're still here. It's so important for you to serve you. I know personally, once you go through a it's almost like a near death experience. You do change, and a lot of times you have so much service in your mind. You just want to love people and you want to give back because you're glad you're alive. But the trouble is, though, you do need to take care of yourself. And Marion, may I confess something to you, my friend? I have been working real hard on this channel and it's so fun, it doesn't feel like work to me. But my inner being, my guidance was leaning on me that I should not be working 7 days a week. And I want to work 7 days a week because I love doing this. This is like going to the ice cream shop for me. I love it. But it's not good for me. That would mean I'm putting you guys and my clients way ahead of my own life. And so I need to stop. But Marion, I'm struggling. So I join you in this effort to just trust that if we do take care of ourselves and we give ourselves time to rest and recover, we'll be even more ready to serve the people who need us, okay? Okay, um, so some of your names, remind you of, okay, so I wish I was sure about saying this name, Nignaj, Ni. I'll just say Ni because that's what I can say. But let's draw a card for this love feeling that you're having. Whoever this is about, Ni Taiha, this card is for you. And we have judgment. Okay. Let me just take a peek at it. Okay, let's just look. All right, so it's the number 20. It's the number 20. So I don't know if that is significant to you, but this, when I look at what you wrote to me, it seems like there's some distance. And so that's what I'm seeing in this card too. And so what I'm thinking is the distance that you're feeling is just part of what you're doing. And I think whether it's a distance of years, a distance of miles or kilometers, there's a distance between you. And it's important that neither one of you get too judgmental about it. Sometimes life just deals you situations where it's not ideal. And it's very easy to get into blaming somebody. And really, it's nobody's fault. Life has put you in an awkward position. In the resource batch, there's a couple of items for you. Number one, you can find out your love profile. And when you get your love profile, it's a little report and it'll just show you how your ability to love yourself and how it impacts loving others. And then there's something called the soulmate generator. It's just a little journaling tool that can help you just transform some of your thoughts about this person. I have a feeling that either you or they are just hard on themselves. There's a lot of self criticism going on here. And it's hard because it looks like your situation is not easy. Okay, so definitely check out your love profile and also the soulmate generator. Okay, all right, so let's move on here. And we have Rana. Oh, Rana, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. And we're doing love readings tonight, but they're not just for romance. They're for general life, for self-contentment, for families. So I see Sophia asking for her daughter completely. So let's grab a card for Rana. Thank you guys for being here tonight. Thank you for throwing flowers with those thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Okay, and we have the Prince of Cups, and this is for Rana. Okay, so the Prince of Cups, very beautiful. So the Prince of Cups comes to you with the energy. Let me just say it this way. The energy of the Prince of Cups is lighthearted. It's hopeful. Hold on, I just have to adjust my, oopsie, there. Okay, the Prince of Cups is lighthearted and hopeful and full of possibility. So, without knowing much about your situation, Rana, I would say that when it comes to how you're getting along with people, you can expect like a wave of kindness, that you are radiating such comfortable energy right now that people will be smiling at you on the streets, and they might even say something like, "Did you just get a haircut?" or "Have you lost weight?" Just because you're looking, they don't know why you're as attractive as you are to them, but you are. So look forward to that. It's really fun when strangers on the street compliment you, or if some people that are not in your circle, but you're noticed by people. Be ready to be really friendly. Okay? All right, let's move on. Sophia, the situation with your beloved daughter. I appreciate you too, Marion. I met another lady one time. Gosh, it's got to be 30 years ago. And she had had a heart transplant. And then she got divorced because her husband, the whole thing was just so hard and it broke the couple up. And I remember thinking, gosh, to go through two hard things like that. But I admire you. It's so amazing how brave you must be to do what you did to get that heart. So now we have Sophia and her daughter. Oh, beautiful. Sophia, very good news here. Something brand new is coming. It could be a deeper relationship between the two of you, or it could be signifying to you that whatever situation she has found herself in, that there's something in it that has high value. Whatever is going on with your daughter, and it can be painful to watch from the outside, but it's helping her to realize what it is she really wants. And with this Ace of Cups showing up, it shows a refreshing, refilling, refurbishing, and it also shows a willingness to turn her back on some things that may have not worked in the past. A lot of times we don't know what it is we really want until we live with what we don't want, okay? Now, Sophia, in the description box, there is a tool called the Worry Cure. And what we don't want to do is worry for our children, because that's like faith in reverse. We're supposed to bless them. And so if you go to the Worry Cure and read the directions and think of your daughter when you're using it, I think you're going to be very impressed, okay? Just allow the spirits to carry that worry out of your energy and deposit it in the hands of God, okay? I can tell you have so much love for her, and it must be hard to see her, whatever's going on with her. It's not easy for you, but that part of her becoming an adult is that she has to handle these things. Hi, Nari. Welcome. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Oh, Sophia, that's fantastic. Go to that Worry Cure. It's all free of charge. All my resources are free of charge, and I just put them right in the description box so they're easy for you. Okay. And so, Nari from Australia. Oh, what time is it over there? Let's see. I have to think it's in the morning, right? Is it tomorrow morning? So, I'm glad to be your first reading of the day. Let's draw a card for Nari. Beautiful name. Okay, for Nari. And we have, oh, Nari, let's take a look here. It's the 10 of arrows. Let me just look closely at myself. Okay, so Nari, it looks like you're in a situation, there's a lot of drama going around you. And it seems like your desire is to have peace of mind. That for you, when people are fussing and making a big deal out of nothing, it can be really frustrating for you. Or you could be a little bit brokenhearted yourself. Maybe something has deeply disappointed you. I'm not quite sure which way this swings, but either way, it's important for you to realize that it's your thoughts about the situation that are causing most of the difficulty. If I can't remember who said that quote, but it's not your problem that's bothering you. It's how you're thinking about it. The cool thing is the 10 of arrows is the end of a cycle. It's indicating that whatever this hurt feeling time, this disappointing time, it's coming to a close. And so be assured that things are on the upswing and you're going to be feeling better about this situation going forward. And it's just important to realize that life deals cards that are hard to process sometimes. And we humans are not that good at being gentle when we're upset. So being gentle with yourself is so important. And as you've heard me say, the worry cure in the description box might be perfect for you. It's just a tool to help you kind of just dump your disappointments because there's just no sense carrying them around. I invented that little gizmo like 10 years ago or something. I still use it myself because it doesn't do you any good to hold thoughts that are not beneficial to you. Okay, so let's go forward. It's 9 a.m. That's what I figured, 9 a.m. over there. And what is it? It's 8 o'clock here. So I'm going to be here for just a couple more minutes. Oh, you're sure welcome, Nari, and heart back to you. My phone battery is about ready to conk out, so I'm going to do a couple more readings and I'll be out of here. I've got to charge the phone before I get on these calls. One day I'll be all organized. All right, so we have Madame Rasa. Oh, I love your name, Madam. It sounds very exotic. Let's pick a card from Thailand. Oh gosh, that's so cool. You're welcome. I'm glad that I'm doing these readings this time of day, Nari, because it's the middle of the night when I do my morning readings for you, right? And I love that you're here. Thank you. Okay, Madam Rasa, let's see what your card is tonight. And we have the Princess of Cups. Okay, so let me look at her. Yes, that's what, okay. So the Princess of Cups, the cups are the suit of your emotions. And princess, let's just think about princess, not a queen, but not a handmaiden. So what I'm seeing for you, madam, is that you are on track to be recognized for your gifts. You're on track for promotion and for you to make the transition to being a queen. When you are at Queen of Cups, you have a very confident energy and there's a lot of emotional maturity there. So pulling the Princess of Cups just shows me you have been on the self-development journey. You have been walking step by step away from your childhood and into an adulthood that is going to matter. Okay, so this is a wonderful cup full of hope and anticipation of the future. So as you go forward at this point, be aware of the people that you meet who feel good to you. You watch for charisma, watch for, how can I say it? Oh, there's like ease and flow. So anybody that you meet, let's say in the next month, pay attention to the ones that are easy for you. I have a feeling that you've had to deal with a lot of people who don't get you, and it's just frustrating. Okay, so watch for the people that it feels easy, and then create relationships with those people. Maybe they want to go have coffee. Maybe they want to be your friend. But you really want to surround yourself with people that make you feel accepted and at ease. You certainly can come back for readings here, and I would be glad to help you on that path. Okay? And next we have Noman is 7-3. Does that make you, let's see, what sign is that? Is it Cancer? Yeah, are you Cancer? Okay, let's take a look here and let's draw a card for Nauman and see what we have here when it comes to love. And Triumph, nice. Okay, so what this is showing is, hang on, let me look. Isn't that a gorgeous card? Wow, wow. Okay, so what this is showing, this is the end of a cycle. So it can mean that you meet your soulmate, you've gotten your new position, because this can go for work or love, or it could show the close of a cycle where you're going to start again. Perhaps a relationship just ended, and it was a situation that was absolutely resonant. You love being in this situation, but there's something transitioning here. If you just met your person, the happily ever after of it does start a new journey, because everything recycles, nothing stays the same. And if you're wanting to find a new position or a new love interest, this is the sign that the universe says, you know what, you're ready. Let's go look, because you've done whatever it is you need to do to prepare your heart. Now, either way, check out the description box. It's called the Soulmate Generator, and that will give you a little bit of a chance to kind of detach yourself from some memories in the past when it comes to relationships, okay? And that's right in the description box. Okay, Cain, when I draw you a card, yes. Okay, so let's draw a card for Cain. And Cain, you're going to be the last card of the night for me, because I do need to leave. Boo-hoo, but I will be back next week. I don't do readings on the weekends, but I am here Monday through Friday. In the morning, I do a deeper pick a card where I pick several cards. In the evenings, it's more interactional so that I can meet you guys and draw cards for you. So I will be doing that in the evenings next week. So Cain, here is your card, and we have the 6 of Staves. This is a beautiful card, and what it shows is progress. This shows that in whatever it is that you've been focusing on, it's being recognized. So the people in your community, your friends, your family, people are noticing that something's different about you. You're definitely changing. And people might even say, did you get a haircut? What's going on with you? You just look brighter. So I congratulate you on that, Cain, because it just shows that you're starting to get a little bit more confidence in yourself, as you should, because you have a lot to offer for sure. So I would say carry on. If you want to investigate confidence, I think I would go to Michael Seeley on YouTube, fabulous channel. His hypnosis videos are wonderful. He has millions of views, and he has a topic on almost everything that you would want. So go over to his menu and do some listening to some hypnosis that is geared on positive thinking, so that you can start to believe in yourself the way everybody else does, because people see you as really talented, and you're the only one that's feeling shy about that. Okay, makes sense? Okay, hey, April, I see you're here. Thank you. And I would love to draw a card for you. I did say I was getting out of here, and I am, but I can't resist. So, April, Minister April 1st. Were you born on April 1st? Let's see. So, are you a Taurus then? Okay, let's take a peek for April. And we have the Princess of Coins. So, this reading, you are so welcome, Cain. Yes. Okay. So we've had three princesses in this reading tonight, and I haven't done that many cards. And so I think that the energy on our reading tonight is very powerful. These people, these princesses, are on their way to being a queen. And so this princess is very careful and considerate with her money. She is learning so much about only buying what she needs, being able to wait on what she wants. This is showing a dedication to managing money. And so, Miss April, does this make sense for you? Have you been called to be a better manager of your money? And that is something you can pursue online. There's a wonderful young woman called the what is she? Budget Girl. Budget Girl has many videos on how she manages money. It's only one style, but I think if you prepare yourself for your future, that's where the abundance can come in. Okay? You are sure welcome. And Davida, one card for you. You guys, I got to get out of here. My phone's going to run out of juice. Thank you so much for being here. Hit that thumbs up, and thank you for those flowers. I appreciate it. Okay, Davida, action, 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 action. Let me take a look at this. Wow. Okay, so this is the sign that things are like percolating, not percolating. It's like, what's that other word where you're where it's carbonated. Hang on. There's something, and I was thinking of the way carbonated, you know, how when you pour a glass of champagne and it's got all those bubbles in it, that the energy around you, Davida, is very active. Look at all those birds. Do you like birds? Are birds significant for you? Birds often suggest freedom to me because we humans cannot flap our arms and fly. So there's something coming for you, Davida. There's something around freedom, freedom of expression, and also you may be getting a surprising notice through the internet. With an email or a text, okay? Ooh, hummingbirds. I love those hummingbirds. So, yes, and the hummingbird, did you know that the Native Americans called the hummingbird the little warrior? Because a hummingbird cannot walk on its legs. Its legs are so tiny, they don't work very well. So they have to constantly fly or they land and cling with all their might. So they have to eat like several hundred times a day, and their little wings are so strong to support them. So take that message of hummingbird, my friend Davida, and make sure that you are taking the actions that you're drawn to. Don't be surprised if things get energetically exciting for you, maybe offers coming in, but don't jump too quick. Do your due diligence and make sure that it's right for you. I don't think I think the flock of birds on here is indicating that there's a whole bunch of very interesting and positive things that are coming your way. So don't feel you have to grab the first thing. Okay, you guys, this has been so fun. I love you so much. Thank you. I quick say goodbye here before my phone goes out on me. Have a beautiful weekend. We'll see you on Monday. And also, anybody who would like to have a personal reading, I do offer for free when I do my morning readings. And so if you would like to be the star of one of my pick a cards, shoot me an email, ask me a question. I'll write back to you and let you know how it works. Oh, one other thing. I am looking for anybody who's a tarot reader or has an oracle deck. I'm creating a project. I'm looking for collaborators. And so you don't have to be a reader, but if you have a deck of cards, email me and we can work together. I can't wait. I'm collecting a group of people to work on a project with me. Okay? So go forth, prosper, have a fantastic weekend. I love y'all. And I hope I see you again. Bye, everyone.